Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's lesson, I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process on what my strategy is all about in a very short minimal time. So what am I going to cover today? First, what are trend lines? Second, how to map trend line correctly. And third, how to actually navigate your way from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. And fourth, what we should look for and what should get us into the trade. So if this sounds like what you are missing, probably you are struggling or you're kind of looking for a way to find your way within the system, please stick around to the end. So if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the thumbs up button there in order to support the channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, trust me, I love all your support so much, and I'm seeing all the shares and likes. So without much ado, let's head straight into the video. First of all, what are trend lines? It's simple. It just shows direction, just like the chart you're having right in front of you here. You can see that if you want to map out the trend line, it only shows what direction on the chart. Where is this chart purely trending? You can see it's purely trending up. Simple. That's our trend line. And there are ways in which we map out trend lines. So many traders have different approach on how they usually map out their trend lines. In our own community, we pick out the two major points and try to connect it to the third point. That alone validates our trend line. And just like so, I'm going to walk you through this step by step. First, we are on the monthly time frame. This is more or less like a position trade, for example. How do I map out my trade? Simple. Pick up my tool and probably look for the lowest and map from the lowest to the highest. Man, I've traded this for a very long time and it's still effective to today. You can see the way I'm mapping. Some of you would make a mistake by mapping it the wrong way. Now, these are the 2 points I can see right from this monthly time frame, right? And again, you can see that another trend line can be plotted out through this particular zone here. Easy peasy, right? Having done this on the higher time frame, you can see that this for now sounds like a higher time frame. We have to go to another time frame and we want to see a trend line pointing towards the same direction. In this case, it is trending up. So when we scale down to the lower time frame, we want to see another trend line pointing towards what? Upside. Take, for example, right on this lower time frame, what can we see? We can see another trend line pointing towards the what? The upside, right? Simple as ABC. This trend line is so valid to me that I will keep following this trend until it gets broken. So since I'm having these three trend lines, that tell me the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. Since I'm having this trend line, it's simple. I will definitely do away with one of it or possibly leave all of them on chart. What will be my aim? First, I'll be obeying this trend line till further notice. All right. Playing these high highs, high low, high high, high lows, high high, higher lows, high highs. And whenever this trend line gets violated, you can see that we have a change of character here, which is one of my major criteria for determining a direction. This change of character here tells me that this trend on this lower time frame have started trending down. Then I want to wait for the realignment of this particular trend, because on the higher time frame, I'm seeing an uptrend. Right on the lower time frame is a kind of, the market just shifted character here. And what I'm seeing is basically this market trying to start trending down in this way. I don't know whether it's going to stop here or it's going to stop here, but I have a sign. So your number one aim is to get your trend line on the higher time frame, scale down to the lower time frame, and map out, read into details. Map out the change of character or change of structure, whatever you call it, and determine the trend on that lower time frame. Once you are done doing this, that is your intermediate time frame, you scale down to your entry time frame. What can you see? We can see that on this entry time frame, the market is purely trending down. This is where the magic starts. Once you are on this particular time frame, you start to map the valid highs and lows. And I've taught that in this channel over and over again. Some of you pick up a strategy and you straight away go and put money in line and start trading it. Get to know the details by heart. Then you can perform well trading that particular system. Look at this market. There's a pull up here, a pull back. So this is just a single leg, and this is where the change of character happens. So from this particular point, we'll begin to observe how the market is trending down. This is where patience pays the most. You must be patient. You can't trade this system and you are always eager to enter the market as if the market is running away from you. So let's play the bar replay mode and see how well it does. Now the market is trending down, trending down, trending down. You begin to map the valid highs and valid lows, all right? Now we are having more or less like a downtrend, and we can see that the market is still trending down. At this very moment, your number one aim is to sit, relax, and watch how the market unfolds, right? Do not do anything, fold your hand, possibly set an alert on your chart and wait, all right? So right from what we can see, the market has not changed character, is still trending the sideways. Don't be in a hurry to enter. Keep watching and we'll get to it. Know when the market is speaking language and when it's basically doing nothing. Okay, it's trending down. Possibly, I think we should map the highs and lows. You can see that we have a high here, right? And a low here, which just recently got violated. I think I needed to have these lines on my chart. So since I'm looking for a buy, I want this line to just get violated. Or better still, let the market go down, create another higher low, then break below. Then I will expect that then to rally up this format. So we keep our hands crossed. The market is still doing nothing. All what you are seeing here is just basically ranging. There's nothing here. This is a single leg movement. This is a pullback, and this is what more or less like a continuation. Now the market just recently break structure. So we wait. I told you it's the size of a break of structure is not the size, it's not the distance, rather the validity of it. So this is more or less like a break of structure. This is a pullback, and possibly we'll expect. Now, this is where the mistake comes. Some of you would take this one as a break of structure, as a change of character. This is wrong. Why? Because this is a single leg movement all the way from this particular zone here down to this zone here. Come on. All the way from this zone here down to this particular zone here is just a single leg movement. This one you're seeing is just an internal structure. So it doesn't count for a value change of what? Character. Get that. So let's play the bar replay mode and continues. Come on, come on. I need to fast forward this thing a bit. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Now look at the market break structure again exactly at this particular level. And this becomes a value change of character. You can see how I usually map out my chart. So let's continue the bar replay mode and see what the market got for us. Now, until this particular high is being violated, we have no reason to enter into a trade. This is just a single leg movement. This is just a pullback. And oh, luckily for us, we get another what break of structure exactly at this particular level. Let me get up with, let me delete all these drawings. We have another break of structure here, and this is simply a valid high that we should be expecting to what break, right? Now, you can see that the market is still trending down. We'll see what it has got for us. The market just violates the, well, let me get rid of this drawing. Come on, come on, come on. What is this now? All right, the market just changed character exactly at this particular level. What next are we having in mind before we get involved? Hold on a minute. A change of character does not mean we start jumping into trade, right, for wherever and however you see it. We have a valid change of character right before us. The next thing, look for imbalance within that leg. Look at, there we have a single leg movement all the way from this particular point down to this particular point. Is there any imbalance? That's the next question you should ask yourself. If there is, map it out. And in all of these, the only imbalance we can see here is exactly at this particular level here. You can see the imbalance pretty well standing here. Now, according to our strategy, this is our entry point. We are to enter into the market from this particular level, right? You can see the distance is a bit up. Set up the what? Your stop loss here and target the all-time high right in front of you. Now, the all-time high here, according to what we are having here, that's why I say I don't have a static take profit. Rather, I play according to what the market presents to me. Now, the all-time high we are having here is exactly at this point. Then you can drag your take profit all the way. And because of this little high we are seeing here, I would love to get out before that particular high is being taken. That's exactly at this particular point here, right? This is how I usually set my take profit. Now, once I am done doing this, the next thing that I'm going to do is to just watch how the trade plays out. If it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss. What am I doing? First of all, you know how much you are risking. Risk the amount you can lose and go back to bed with two eyes closed, right? Then once you're done that, if it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss. Then you just hold your hand and watch the market unfold itself. I will have to speed up this thing a bit and see where the market has got. Okay, let me zoom out for clarity and let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, now the market left us behind. This is the mistake I usually see some of you make. The market break above structure, right? Break above structure. Come on. Break structure, something like this. All right. Pull back, break another structure here. Right? Some of you straight away start launching order all the way from this particular zone. Now, these zones you are seeing here, yes, you can place an order at this particular zone, but you have more chances of being liquidated out because this push you are seeing we have not have a significant pullback. this is more or less like a consolidation. You can see, why do I say that it's more or less like a consolidation? Look at this candle here that is standing here. No, a valid pullback. Look at this candle, this single candle that is standing here. If you drag it to the left, you will observe that most candles are inside of this candle. So this is more or less like what? A consolidation. I will not be interested in taking position right from this particular zone here. I would rather what? Do away with it. So on that note, this is not what? Valid, and probably this is what? Valid. Now you can take position from here, but for how long can this position go? On your 15-minute time frame, the only imbalance I told you should consider is the one before a break, not outside of the break. Now, that's the imbalance before a change of character and not the imbalance outside of what? Change of character. If you can see on the daily time frame, we have push, pull back here. We have an uptrend here. On this entry time frame, what are we having? A downtrend, right? The market break the trend. We call this an action line. That means we change this color. It's always red. Come on, let me change the color to red. All right, these are action line. We wait for it to be broken along with the change of character that we have. Now we want to enter a trade, and the imbalance, we want to use the imbalance before a break. That is what we are after. So the only imbalance before a break is what you are standing here. Then your stop loss can go and your take profit can be set just like so. Then you can wait for it and fold your hands to leave the market and fold itself. So once you set your buy or sell limit like this, leave the market. If it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss. Now, just like so, we got triggered in, right? Can you see that? The market returned all the way back, trigger us in. And what are we expecting? I believe the market should start moving all the way from here, right? If you have a value change of character, believe in the system. It's as simple as that, right? We got triggered in, and I'll have to fast forward it a bit because of time. And what are we having? Just like so, I'm sure we're having a little bit of profit. I think so. Now, hold on a minute. If this market break this particular high you are seeing here, come on, this high here, I'll be tempted to go into what? Break even, right? I'll be tempted to go break even. And you can see if we just bring it down, so this is more or less 2 to 3 risk to reward, which is enough for you to go break even. Some of you want to hold every of your position all the way to this top. No, you don't do that. Play safe and protect your capital rather. Then we have the high got broken. I think it has not. Probably it will anytime soon. And so if it's a win, it's a win. If it's a loss, it's a loss. All right. Come on, this is playing far more than I should. Okay. You can see the momentum kicks in, and just like that, we're about to hit take profit. I don't know whether I got hit or we'll be stopped out or not. But it will be stupid of you to hold a trade down to this particular level and the trade will return back to hit your stop loss. All right. This is the whole system we have been trading for a very long time. And just like so, we smash that TP, right? So this is how you should play your system. First of all, just for a recap, map out your trend line on your higher time frame. Scale down to the lower time frame, that's the intermediate time frame. Make sure the trend line is pointing towards the same direction. If it is not, you wait, just like what you are having here from this particular line. When we came down to this trend line, the market was what? Trending down. We have to wait for a break of the trend line. That is, in other words, realignment of the lower time frame with the higher time frame. Then just simply look for what? Imbalance on your lower time frame and short or long the market. So if you enjoy this content, please support the channel by smashing that like button, subscribe, and please share, likes, and comment. I'm waiting to see your comments in the comment section. And until next time, keep smashing. Peace out.